All right, I'm back on the grind on the Regal. A little bit, little things here and there. I still gotta redo this again. Do the whole top. I don't know. It warped. It kind of like the fiberglass came down. I don't know why. I'm thinking of doing something, because probably, I don't know, welding something on the top, or I don't know how to get this to stick, because when I get the sound going on, look at all that. I gotta figure something out about this on the top. I mean, I can foam it in the inside, just leave it like this, but I gotta fix all this first though. I don't but yeah, this needs to go. Like how much play it has. I mean, I gotta figure out if I should put weld a little something to the top right here on the little on the bar that's in here, and then screw them on, cap them off, so that way it can hold it. Because the front is good. Look, the front has no play whatsoever. It's just back here. But then again, it still needs, it needs a lot. It's sagged over here. But yeah, anyways, I'm back at it again. So this is what I'm thinking of doing. Putting these in the corners. One right there. I'm thinking of using that little part right there that's sticking up, and that's back here, using that to put that in there to hold it in place, and one over there in the corner, and that should stop it from vibrating when I have my sounds on. I still gotta get into all this and fix all this. I gotta put another layer of fiberglass right here to make it round, because I don't like the way that looks. But then again, I'm not making my car into a show car. As long as it plays and does what I want, how I like it. But yeah, I just gotta fix up some of this, round it off like that, make it nice and smooth, sand some of these parts, and then put some Bondo to make it smooth, all the joints. The same thing on that side, sand that down over there, put some Bondo, make it smooth. Only problem is, I'm thinking if I should do the one for the dash, because it's a little bit more flexible. Because if I put Bondo, when I put that in there and put it in and out, it's gonna crack because of the wood that's gonna be hitting right here. Even though I'm gonna wrap this, but it has to be flexible. This has to be flexible, and Bondo isn't that flexible. So I'm thinking of probably doing, man, if I do fiberglass, I might as well fiberglass the whole thing. But then again, I gotta think about all that, because that's gonna be more expensive too. I gotta buy more resin and more fiberglass sheet. But I'll figure something out. I gotta keep it flexible so that way it can come in and out, because this flexes right here, this back piece. But that's what I'm thinking of doing right now. That is what I'm working in, trying to work on getting this done, put these in. And then I also have, you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, I had already marked out what I gotta cut out for the speakers. But first I gotta put this down so that I know how much I gotta cut. I think this one's the one, well actually both of these are gonna have to be deep. I'll have to remove the seat and then put that in, but I'm gonna end up working with it right now. All right, so I already did my measurements. Hopefully they're right. So these have to line up anyways, because they're already, the holes are already made in the trunk. It's just this one. So that's what it's supposed to look like. And then I gotta chop off that little piece that's sticking out. So I gotta put them up, chop them off, get them nicely done. Alright guys, so I only ended up using one. I mean, I could still probably get that one in there, but I only use that one. I had to make the hole a little bit bigger. I miscalculated. It happens. And then I used this one in the middle. I drilled a hole in this one right in the middle. You can see. And then I used one. I had to also make a little hole right here. Oh, let me show you guys. It's all the way in the back. You see it? I'll show you guys the outcome. Let me get out this car because I am tired being in this trunk. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like. You guys see? I'm going to leave it like this. Look at that. The seat's going to be right there. It's not going to be too much vibration. I hope not. I think I'm going to need another one. Unless I put a piece of something in there, but shouldn't vibrate so much. This is solid over here, but this one right here, I think I'm gonna have to do one right there. Bam. I'm gonna drill another one, set one in right there. We should be good. This should sit down more like that. This should be solid. But look at that. Can't lift it up. I didn't use this one right here, but I think I might, if I can get it in there and get it more solid, less vibration. This can stay like that. I don't care. I really don't care. That's solid right there. Time to start hacking away. I gotta see how much of this I gotta take off for the magnet, the speaker magnet. I'm gonna have to end up welding probably something over here, from here to there, over there, to make it solid. Or I don't know. I gotta figure something out. Because this is gonna get weak right here. So if I end up cutting all the way down here, it's gonna mess up all this. So I gotta figure something out. Probably have to reinforce it underneath with another piece of metal that goes across all the way. But we'll figure that out later. That's a lot I gotta cut. So for the tweeter is up to here, and the 6.5 I gotta cut here, so it's gonna be a thin one. So I'm gonna have to weld or bolt something on from here to here to reinforce that. So I might end up putting a sheet metal right there, a thicker sheet of metal right there, or maybe a bar. I don't know. I'll see what's up. Oh well, no turning back. Once this is up, I'll figure out where do I have to reinforce, and I'll end up reinforcing it. But that's how it's supposed to be sitting. So I'm gonna end up putting a bigger, thicker bar right here. I'm gonna weld it. I'm gonna either weld it, or I'm gonna just cross on the back, make it all across. I got a thick piece of metal on the side, so I'm gonna put it right there, so that way there's more support to the back. When they sit on the back. But we'll see what's up. So I'm gonna end up putting this bar right here. Good thing I still had it. I didn't sell it. Solid piece of metal. That thing's heavy. And I'm gonna end up putting it. You see where it's scribed? I gotta clean that up. Clean up right here where they scribed. Right there, and over there. And I'm gonna just weld them. Just weld it right here. That way it stays solid right there. Alright guys, so I'm working on my car. You guys can see it's dark. Let me show you how bright this is. You know, it gets all in there. And the best thing about it is, like, you can continue working and put it anywhere you want. Face it any way you want. Sorry about that, but they got the headband too. Make sure you guys hit up Latour. They last, the battery's lasting a long time. I've been at least 4 hours using it before it got discharged, maybe longer. It's 1,200 looms, rechargeable, Type C. Like I said, it comes with everything you need. And as you guys can see, I'm gonna continue working on my car using this and the Latour. I think it's called a Headlamp. See, it's Latour, and I think it's a Headlamp. I'll give you more information. I'll look for the information on exactly which one it is, which model, or you could just go to Latour and look for all the flashlights.